All right. So we're going to go through the exercise right here. It's called PowerPoint exercise 1. And it's a bunch of instructions, and we'll just do them step by step. And this is really a session about how to use the PowerPoint software. Okay. So the first question is to create a PowerPoint file titled PowerPoint exercise 1. So, you can find, and I should say this before continuing, depending on the version of PowerPoint you have, and depending on the computer you're using, whether you're using a Mac or a PC, the outlook and where you find things could be different. But hopefully, even under those, you can still be able to find, because the terms that they use would be the same. So first instruction is to create a PowerPoint file titled PowerPoint exercise 1. So I'm going to open PowerPoint. I'm going to go under file and say new presentation. Okay. And then it will open up this window for me. Okay. And I need to save it as PowerPoint exercise 1. So I'll go under file, save as PowerPoint exercise 1. Okay. And for now, I'm going to save it on my desktop. Okay. All right. So next instruction is to create a title page as shown in figure 1. So down here is where I'm going to show you where the figures are. Okay. So can you guys see right here, figure 1?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So I'm supposed to create a title page that says PowerPoint software tutorial part 1. Down here, it should have my name. So here's a slide that I have selected. I'm going to select the layout, and I'm going to select the layout that says title slide. And then here I'll say, if I can type. Okay. All right. So next is create a roadmap page as shown in figure 2. Here's figure 2. So it says roadmap on top, and then it has a list of things. So I'm going to go to slides, create a new slide, and I'm going to choose my layout. And my layout is going to be title and content. Okay, so it's going to be roadmap, and it needs to be centered. So to center it, I'll click right here. Then down here, insert your name, Bantayo Seleshi. Insert your group members name. I'm going to create a group for myself. Group members. I'm going to tab so I can indent, or you can clear here. You can click here and indent more over here. And let's say we'll have Marie, Claire in my group. Okay, so I'm sure these are very simple things you guys need to know, so I'll move fast. Stop me and ask questions if something is not clear or if you have any questions. So the next is change the font on the previous slide to Arial, bold, italics, and size 40 as shown in figure 3. So let's look at figure 3. Okay, so here's figure 3. Things are in italics. They're bolded. Okay. This thing's on my way. Space. Okay. So how do we bold things? We select. Then once you select, you go on your menu up here, and it gives you the options of bolding, italics, and so forth. So bold, italics, bold, italics. Okay, easy. Next, um, next, create a two content slide as shown in figure 4. So let's look at figure 4. Here's figure 4. It says two content slide. And then in the two columns, it has underlined things and numbers and ABCs. Okay, so I'm going to create a new slide. Now, when I choose a new slide, I'm going to choose the part that says to content. So we'll select to content, to content slide. And then the title here is favorite colors. Now, I don't want it to have um, a bullet point. So to get rid of that, I come up here, and when I click that, that will go away. Then I would like it to be centered in the column. So I will highlight what I need. I'll hit center. I'll hit underline, and then I'll bold it. Okay. Oops. All right. Then I want numbers. So I'm going to come up here, click on, not on the bullets, but click on the numbers one. And I'm supposed to write 3 favorite colors. So, but I don't want it to be underlined. So I'm going to click that. Yellow, blue, red. The next section is going to have shirt color of group mates. I don't want it to have bullet points, underline, center, and bold. Then now instead of numbers, I need ABCs. So I'm going to click on the arrow down here. It's going to give me different options, and I'm going to go and select the letters. So shirt color of group mates. Oh, my group mates are not here. So Marie, I'm assuming you're wearing something orange. I'm making that up. And red and yellow. I don't want these to be underlined, so I'll highlight them and hit on underline, and it will go away. All right, so easy enough, something that you guys hopefully know how to do. The next instruction is, now on the slide you created, have the bullet points start from number 3 instead of 1, and the letter B instead of A as shown in figure 5. All right, so here I'm supposed to start from 3, and then here I'm supposed to start from B. So how do you do that? So I'm gonna copy this slide, and here I'm gonna click on yellow, and then on the arrow down here under numbering, you will have an additional menu that says bullets and numbering. When you click on that, then it shows you it starts from 1. So I'm going to click on that and say, I want you to start from number 3. Okay, and then for here, for the letters, I want to start from the letter B. So again, I'll click on the down arrow, bullets and numbers, click here and hit one more up. It should start at B. All right, Good. Next, create a slide as shown in figure 6. So let's see what figure 6 shows. So figure 6 is focusing on indenting exercise. So big bold, and then in italics. And as you indent, you would like the letters to go small. So most versions, they will do that automatically for you. So we'll go to new slide, title and content. The title is going to be indenting exercise. The first one doesn't have a bullet point, so I'll click on the bullet to turn off the bullet. And since we're in Ethiopia, we'll do Ethiopia. Then now I want to have bullets. And then it's going to be in italics and the name of the county that I live in. Well, I'm going to assume Addis Ababa. And then I want to indent further. So you can do that by either pressing the tab button on your computer, or there's an arrow right here that you can click up top. It says indent more, and it will indent it for you. And in most versions, it will automatically reduce the font size. So name of the village, Azoria. Then I want to indent further. So I'll click indent, house number 658. Okay, good. You guys are still with me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. All right, next. Now change the character of the bullet points as shown in figure 7. So let's look at figure 7. So figure 7, so now I should have a number, a letter, and a box. So this exercise is to make sure that you know how to change those, and having looked at most of your PowerPoints, most of you know how to do that, but just to be on the safe side. So I will click up here, and instead of bullet, I want to change to numbers. So I will go ahead and click on the number. And then for the next row, I want it to be a letter. So I will click on the arrow, and I have several options here. So I'm going to select the alphabet. And on the last one, I want it to be a box. So the box should be with the dots here. Now click, and it's right there. Good. All right. Next is now change the font color of the title in slide 7 to red and underline it as shown in figure 8. So let's look at figure 8. All right, so centered, red, and underlined. Okay, so let's make a copy of this slide. All right, so I'm going to click on the title, highlight the title. I'm going to first center it. Then here you have the option of changing your font colors. So I'll click on the arrow and pick the color that I want. And I'll hit the underline button and bold it. Okay, good. Next is create blank PowerPoint slide, then insert a picture of a line provided in your flash drive. See figure 9. So let's look at figure 9, what that looks like. So picture of a line. Okay, so then I'll go to new slide, and I'm going to select the blank one. Then now I want to insert an image. So to insert an image, that you should have a menu right here that says insert, or you can click on on the top where you have file, you see edit, view, and then you see insert right there as well. So two places where you can find that. And then under insert, you have the option of inserting a table, a picture, a screenshot, shapes, and so forth. We're interested in inserting a picture, so I'm going to click on picture. And when you click that option, it's going to ask you where you're going to get that picture from. I'm going to get it from a file. So when I click on file, it should take me to my computer. And here's the image of the line on my desktop. Okay. All right. So it will automatically put it in place for you. And then I want to change the size. Now, this is an important thing when you're changing the size of an image. You want to make sure you do it from the corners as opposed to from the sides. I want to show you the difference, what happens. If I do it from the corners, it maintains the width and the length proportions. But if I do it from the side, it changes the image. So if you want to change the size, always do it from the corners. Okay. All right. Next instruction. Now crop out the body of the line so only the face will show up. See figure 10. So this is what figure 10 looks like. So we need to take out that portion of the line. All right. So how do I manipulate this picture? Now, if the first thing you need to do is click on the picture. And once you have clicked on the picture and there is a place where it says picture format. And under picture format, there's a button that says crop. So when I click on it, you'll have bars. So you can move this bar horizontally until you decide where to cut. And if you want to cut a picture from the top, you can cut it from the top. If you want to cut it from diagonally, you just drag this black and drag it to where you want. Okay. But for now, we want to do this. Okay, great. Next. Now rotate the head of the line clockwise and push the image to the right corner as in figure 11. So let's look at figure 11. So the head is rotated and it's pushed to the right. So when you click on an image, there should be a circle up top that you can hold and drag with your mouse. So that's how you rotate. Now my image is too big, so I'm going to go in the corner and make it a little bit smaller so it can fit. Then now I want to move the whole image. If you want to move the whole image, click on it and then stay in the center. And then you'd right click and drag. Okay. Good. Last instruction for this one, reduce the size of the line image so it will be seen only in the right upper corner. See figure 12. That's what we're trying to replicate. Okay, so I'm going to click on the line, and to keep the proportionality, again, I'm going to do it from the corner, and then drag forward. It should drag it small in size. And that is exercise set number 1 for PowerPoints.